What's good, everybody? Yugi5 here, and I'm here with some Shaddoll replays. Got more Shaddoll stuff because I'm actually really like the deck. I like it a lot. You know, it's kind of like the different things I can do with the deck, but this is more sort of, I guess, generic Shaddolls to a certain extent. Um, I'm sort of using my test Shadow deck, which I basically use to test different things, different cards that may benefit off of Shaddolls, or Shaddolls may benefit off of. And I am going to show that deck because even though it's a test deck, it's been working pretty well. And I've been testing the new El Shadow Crystal and a lot of different things. So we're going to do all 6 of them in here because I believe most of them, at least a good couple of them, are pretty short duels in my opinion. So, and doing a one versus Cosmic Dragons, or the Yang Zing, I think is what they're called now. I'm going to call them Cosmic Dragons, the easiest thing. And I'm gonna pretty nice with the warning, the facing shadows, the Shadow Falcons. They're really, really good hand in my opinion. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate Shadow Fusion, sending my freaking Rainbow Creeper, my dragon to the grave for Dragon's Effect, trying to pop the back row, which he does chain the Tribute, which is not too bad of an idea, but I still get my Nephlim's Effect, and I get, Neph's Effect to add the Shadow Fusion back to my hand, so it's a lot of stupidity I can do with that. So I get Falcon's Effect, Neph's Effect, add Shadow Fusion to hand. Hedgehog's Effect allows me to add a Shadow monster from the deck to the hand. I get my beast. Falcon comes to the field. Instant defense. And he doesn't get the card because it misses timing because of all the change that actually happened. It's not mandatory. It's not mandatory. It's a you can effect, so he missed timing from all this stuff. Summons his Shunai. Attacks to the Falcon effect. I summon my Dragon, actually, because I already have Shadow Fusion. I don't need Hedgehog, and I want Dragon for the popping. Main phase 2, end phase, he doesn't do anything after that, but now I have Midrash. I drew my Volcanic Shell, which is one of the cards I'm testing in the deck. Works very well in it. We have Shadow Dragon. I return that to the hand. Go for Shadow Fusion, and an error occurs. Okay, that's not good. Why am I getting error occurs? Dev Pro, what are you doing to me? You just don't do this to me, please. So now we're facing bad boxer deck. Very bad balanced boxer deck. Don't like it a lot. It's pretty god awful. As you can see, he's running Summoner Monk. It's just so bad. Like, he's not running the new support because I took a look at the deck already. I'm not hating on the guy because he's not playing new support, because I can care less whether you play new support or not. But don't play Monk in the deck. It's bad card. It's not really that good. Goes to the first on Yoke, which is like, he really should gonna go Lava Chain to get set up for Yoke. Instead of going first on Yoke, really wasn't necessary. I got the Compulse. I have the Mirror Force. I have the Shadow Falcon. And I have my Volcanic Shell plus my Rainbow Creeper. So it's all good, all good. Summoner Monk effect, he summons Spar and he goes for Mayshock. He can't attack now, still because of Spar's effect. I don't know what he's doing. It's just he's just not really playing the deck properly, in my opinion. And my turn, biding my time. Don't really see the point of trying to overextend or do anything. It's just something I don't really need to do. Gets the Lance, tests the Counterpunch, and attacks. I'm going to go ahead and compulse his Yoke, which is like, okay, why didn't you keep Lance in hand? You don't set Lance until main phase 2, in my opinion. That way, if they compulse, you can chain the Lance. So I got Yoke off the field. Attacks to my Falcon, which now get the Hedgehog, and allows me to do shenanigans, getting the Shadow Fusion to my hand. Top deck the Shadow Lizard, so we're going to flip up Shadow Hedgehog, use Hedgehog's effect to add Shadow Fusion to my hand. Activate the Fusion, and we're going to send summon Midrash, because it's so freaking good. Goes Beast effect and Dragon effect. Dragon effect to pop that, which is this Lance. Which I don't know why he just didn't chain. I would have chained it anyway. And I get to draw, and I draw my third shell. It's like, yeah, it kind of sucks. Get all 3 of my Volcanic Shells. It's kind of crazy in my opinion. It really is. And then we get the Warrior General Life, which is a pretty lucky top deck in my opinion. So he goes in Warrior, gets the switch hitter, and he's going to try to go for Yoke number 2. He's going Dark Hole, chaining the Starlight Road, which is like, okay, that kind of does suck in my opinion. So he gets summons Stardust Dragon, summons the switch hitter. He can't use switch hitter's effect. One, because of the fact that of my Midrash's effect, but other because he summons Stardust Dragon, which is not a boxer. I'm going to Mirror Force the Stardust off the field. It's not really just to destroy the monster, so I don't take the 2500 to the face. I don't want to do that. Get the Rainbow Karibo, and it hit on the Djinn, so it can't attack with the Djinn. My turn, I draw, I have MST, I'm going to Shaddoll Fusion and go for the... And apparently there's something wrong with Crystal. Apparently there's some errors with Crystal. Because I basically, during that turn, I used Hedgehog and Shell to go for Crystal. So apparently Crystal has some issues. So I do apologize for that. Apparently I'm guessing that may be the error that may be happening there is Crystal. Since it's a brand new card, Dev Pro is updating and all that stuff. So, reversing choice $1,200. I don't know what's with the money signs. Apparently, I'm worth $1,200 and he's worth $1,200. I don't know what's going on there. So, reverses some kind of weird deck. I don't really know what the hell it is. He's going to attack into my Shadow Hedgehog. Flip, I get the effect. I can now add a Shadow Fusion to my hand. And it's some kind of weird deck. It's got like Heroic Challenger, Extra Sword, Pets in the Dark Clown, Torque, I don't know, but Shadow Fusion, fuse up, going for the mid-range, Lizard Effect, and the Dragon Effect. Dragon Effect pops the Mirror Force, and then Lizard Effect allows me to send, which would be the which is Beast action, so I can draw a card. We're going to attack into the Fire Hand, so he can't get the effect of summoning since he can't destroy my mid-range. Main phase 2, I set Compulse, set Falcon, in turn. Really good card to use against the Fire Ice hands, or mainly Fire hands. And he draws the card, I can't even pronounce the freaking name. Damn it, GX, why do you gotta make weird ass names? But it's serious because he topped that complete shit and I pretty much locked him down. Now it's time for versus Cosmic Dragons once again! Yay! So we had 2 error cards, I apologize, but Crystal is probably fucking shit up. But I think didn't really go Crystal in any other game except for those 2 games. So we're going to Foolish Burrow to get set up with the Hedgehog. I swear, Foolish Burrow needs to be fucking banned because it's so good in Shadows. It really is. When I don't have setup, I can get set up. It's ridiculous how good it is. I have Falcon plus Hedgehog. He's going to pretty much play safe, which is the smart move. He knows I'm playing Shadows. He doesn't want to activate my deck. But I'm just going to force activate it myself. You're going to set the MST, flip up the Falcon. Falcon effect summons Hedgehog. And I believe I Shadow Fusion here. No, I am my turn. Not knowing what he's playing, I kind of want to play a little bit safe, and I want to try to get the Shadow Fusion to my hand and save the quick play for later. He's going to flip some of that, and he's going to attack into my Falcon. Now, he's going to activate his Cosmic Dragon Incarnation. I'm going to MST hit that. His MST to hit my Shadow Fusion. I cheat my Fusion because why not now? I'm going to lose it anyway. Go for my mid-rash, which is going to take a big dump on his deck. And I get Dragon's effect to pop another face down, and Falcon's effect to summon itself. It's like the chains are ridiculous here. It's really, really crazy. Like the power, the field presence you can get with this deck, which is really, really nice, actually. And it's a Miracle's Wake. Attacks into it, it's like, okay, take that 2200. You can't do anything now. Can't special summon again. It's gonna attack into my Falcon. It's like, okay, I don't care. Attacks to my Hedgehog. It's like, thank you, I get Shadow Fusion again. Like, you're awesome. And I'm gonna end phase Space Typhoon, hitting his final back row. Just to eliminate all that altogether. So, I get my Phoenix Chain. I'm going to set Phoenix Chain. I'm going to attack into the, I attack into Suani because I was afraid of that 101. I didn't want him to have another, and plus, I didn't want him to get another level 4 and then go 101 on my ass. That would not have been good. Even though I had the Phoenix Chain in the bottom list, I just wanted to play a little bit cautiously. He's going to set that and, you know, I'm guessing trying to bluff the Lance or something like that, which is not too bad of a move. But I am going to Shadow Fusion, and he's going to MST hitting my Phoenix Chain, which I don't really care about, just to say. Sending Beast and Rainbow Creeper, some Nephilim, Beast Effect, and Neph Effect. I believe with Neph I send the Hedgehog, and I draw off a Beast, and I add the Falcon with the Hedgehog, and I'm going to go ahead and attack into his Cosmic Dragon, takes 1200 damage from that, and attack into his another Beyond, takes 600 from that. And I didn't really see the point in not doing the first one effect because it's the same outcome. I don't know. Set the Falcon, but I'm also going to set the Facing Shadows and in turn. Like I said, this was sort of like a little test. It's still like a test deck in a sense. I was playing like Masks Change the Second, which I still think is a very valuable card in Shaddoll. I just have yet to fully test it. And he does surrender because he can't do anything after that. But the 5 and 6, I'm going to show you another interesting card that I actually didn't think of myself. It was actually no, the Volcanic Shell, I didn't think of myself. It was actually Ryu. Some Yugioh counts actually gave me an idea of volcanic shell in the deck, and as well as this card you're gonna be seeing in this game. So we got the hedgehog. We're getting set up. Set that falcon. This the foolish burial sets up the deck so much. It really does. It's utterly ridiculous. And we're playing against spellbooks, which is god awful. Why am I playing against this deck? I hate this deck with bloody passion. But it's not that bad because it's sort of like it's mainly Fortune Lady spellbooks, which is not as snacky, so I'm not really completely pissed off. But we're gonna go for that Shaddoll Falcon shit and go for a Shaddoll Hedgehog. We're gonna go ahead and actually on battle phase attack for 600. I don't fuse, my bad. I thought I did. So in phase 2, I actually strip it off the Falcon for the Shaddoll Beast because I want those free draws. I want those draw power. It's just such a good card for it. Sometimes the Fortunately Light, which is like, okay, whatever, Light sucks. Fortunately aren't that good. But it's a fun deck to play. I've played Fortunately before. It's fun, but it's not really the most competitive deck if you're looking for that. So go for Shallow Beast. He bombs my Shallow Beast, which kind of does suck, but at the same time, he serves purpose, which I said my Volcanic Shell pay 500, so I can just deck to my deck by another card. So there you go. Shadow Fusion. Go for Midrash. Lizard effect, we're gonna send, and Hedgehog effect. So we're gonna send we're gonna add Falcon, and we're gonna send Dragon a Grave, and we're gonna pop his other face down, which is the Hidden Spellbook Trap card, which is a very very old trap card. Attack for the 2000 damage, and we're gonna set the Falcon because Falcon is just too good. Falcon is the best. Gets the Mirror Force and uses Spellbook Tower's effect to put his, I don't remember what it was. But he doesn't even see my bottom, it's just can't QQ. And he sets all the backward, which pretty much only one of them is something that's a problem. Everything else is a bluff. But here we have Ghost Trick Panic, which is a really good card in the deck. It's so freakishly good. I do thank Ryu for actually giving me the idea of this, because it works very well in this deck. It is utterly amazingly powerful. So Spellbook of Towers, since that shit back to his deck, gets the Fate, which is a pretty scary card in my opinion. I'm going to end phase, Ghost Trick Panic his ass, flip up the Falcon, flip up the Lizard, Hedgehog summons, and I get to destroy his monster with Lizard's effect. Yeah, the sackiness is pretty strong in my opinion. It's really good. So, my turn comes, and I draw into a Shadow Beast. Pretty freaking cool in my opinion. Go flip up the Shadow Hedgehog, add the Shadow Fusion to the hand. Then we're going to sync up to the Armadas, because Armadas is so good, especially now with Fire and Ice hands, and with the Cosmic Dragons running about, but he's going to try to Mirror Force, which is like, okay, I don't care. Midrash can't be destroyed by that, and I win, because Midrash is just too freaking good. Final Duel versus some kind of weird-ass deck. I don't know what the hell it was. Let's actually pause it. Let's take a look at it. It's like Neo Parshat. Okay, I instantly lost here with this. It's basically so charged that deck, I'm guessing. Basically, it's just a life point gain deck. It's really kind of just want to play that shit, I guess. But I don't open up all that good. But hey, Foolish Burial, that automatically makes this hand live. And I only play 3 lights and open up all my lights. That's kind of stupid, but hey, who cares? Foolish Burials and the Hedgehog. Hedgehog effect, add Falcon, set Falcon so I can get Hedgehog back to field, and flip up Hedgehog so I can get the fusion. It's crazy shit. Like, Foolish Burial's so good in this deck. It's ridiculous. And I got the Squirming Falling Shadows. And it's going to go for Sanctuary in the Sky, set Nova Summoner, and turn. I am going to Invade Space Typhoon the Sanctuary. Then as well, change the facing shadows. So I can send Dragon, flip up the Falcon. Falcon effect, Dragon effect. It's going to destroy that. And I'm going to special summon the Hedgehog and face down defense position with Falcon's effect. So now I get rid of basically 2 spell and traps relatively easily and hit the Book of Moon. Which sort of would have been a little bit of an issue, but not really. The Mirror Force is the real issue here. We're going to flip with the Hedgehog effect. We're going to add the Shadow Fusion, go with Shadow Fusion, and we're going to make our Shadow Nephilim, send in the Electromagnetic Turtle, because I want that protection from the battle phase. We're going to send another Dragon to Grave with Neph's effect, and summon Falcon with its effect. And it's just basically looping like that. It's really not too difficult. Dragon destroys that. And I'm going to go and attack and get 1,000 life points off of Nimble. And special summons Another squirrel! 2 more squirrels, which I'm just gonna attack with Head Truck because why not? I don't care if it gets 1,000 life points. I really don't care because Neff just laughs at that. It's like, I don't really care. It's like, just Nephilim's too good. Anyway, he actually top deck the Golden Ladybug, which is a pretty sacky top deck. You know, 500 life points. It's like, okay, you're just gonna try to slow stall me. He's like, yeah, not gonna work because I can dish out more damage than you gain after a little while. But we top deck Ghost Trick Panic, which I don't actually play in this game. But I want to see its extra deck because there's a time where okay, he doesn't even play it. I guess that's why the outcome happened. But going to flip up the Falcon, get the Dragon on the field for the Ghost Trick Panic, as it's such a good card in the deck. Going for the Armadas, because Armadas is a beast attack. And I'm going to attack. I don't know why he did Mirror Force. Even though I would have got the Shaddoll Fusion spell card back, it would have gotten rid of my Armadas, which really does hurt his deck. So that to me was a misplay on his part. He's going to go to the Ladybug, and it's all he's really going to do. And he's going to Interstorm. You can't really do much in that situation. Not much is you going to do. I do top deck the MST, which I go ahead and MST his backward to find out what it was. And I'm just going ahead and attack Nova Summer. It's like, okay, no effect for you. Attack for 2,800 points of damage. And all the life points he's pretty much gaining are slowly going away. So he's down to 8,200, so I can start, getting him lower now. Another 500 gain, and he gets a Sunny Pixie, which is going to Soul Charge summoning 2 Nova Summoners. And here's something kind of strange. He does have the 101, which I don't know why he didn't go into. He summons the Sunny Pixie, and this is where he surrenders. Now, you notice that he did have the 101 on the deck. Now, I did have the Ghost Trick Panic plus the Dragon to prevent that, but he had plays, yet he surrendered. I don't know really why he did, because he could have easily taken my Neff, and even though Armadas was still here, he at least could have done that, or put it in defense mode or something like that, just to basically kind of give him more protection. I don't really know what he was trying to do, but that was something he could have done. But anyway, that's Shaddoll. Sort of a generic deck, but again, not really. It's still a test deck. It's just something that I'd use to kind of test different things. But I will do a deck profile of it because I do have some funny little text in there that I do want to show you guys. And basically, that way if people are wondering what cards you can use in the deck, you have it. I do apologize, the first 2 duels were errors, but it's probably because of Crystal. It's probably still have some script errors or scripting problems with that card since it's fairly new. On Dev Pro just came out, I think yesterday actually. Yesterday afternoon, I believe, is when it actually got updated. So anyway, but I do hope you guys enjoyed the Shaddoll duels, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!